Hello everyone, how are you all today? I trust you are all doing good. I am truly happy to keep in touch with all of you through this video today. My dear subscribers, viewers and friends, in our today's class, we are going to learn about the different shapes of our speech. We can also call it the different types of our speech. My dear friends, let me remind you of something. I'm trying to take all of you to your school days. When you were studying in your school, in your high school, your English teacher would have taught you about speech. Do you remember? Oh, when I say simply speech, you may not be remembering. Let me put it this way. Your English teacher would have taught you about direct speech and indirect speech. Do you remember now? When your English teacher was teaching you the grammar of English, certainly he would have taught you about direct speech and indirect speech. I hope you remembered now. Now remove the word direct and indirect. Let's take it as only speech. We are not talking about direct speech and indirect speech, but we are speaking about speech alone. Okay? My dear friends, whenever we open our mouth to speak something, our speech gets its shape in 4 different ways generally. See, all of us have got ideas and thoughts in our mind, right? If those ideas and thoughts are going to stay only in our mind, then there is no any communication. But if you want to communicate to someone, or if you want to speak out your ideas to someone, then you need to bring out your thoughts through your mouth using words, right? So when you bring out your thoughts through your mouth using words, your speech gets its shape in 4 different ways. That's what we are going to see today in this class. I'm not going to tell you that this is direct speech and that is indirect speech, but we are going to learn about our speech and the shape of our speech. Okay? Good. My dear friends, when we open our mouth and speak out something, our speech gets its shape in the following ways. Look at the screen. Different types or shapes of our speech. What are those 4 different ways in which our speech gets its shape? Look at the screen. Number 1, normal or declarative or assertive. And number 2, question or interrogative. Number 3, command or request. And number 4, exclamatory or wondering or surprise. My dear friends, say for example you are trying to speak to someone in English language. When you speak to someone using words through your mouth, then your speech will be either in the form of a declaration or assertion or in a normal way. For example, you are trying to tell him to whom you are talking to, I'm happy today. So this sentence of yours, this speech of yours, I'm happy today, takes its shape in a normal format, in a declarative format. Or you say, for example, my mother is cooking our lunch. This speech of yours takes its shape in a normal way. You just tell them that your mother is cooking your lunch. Right? Very good. In other way, when you speak to someone, your speech may be like a question. You are communicating to that person and then you ask him a question. Previously, you just produced a normal statement saying, I'm happy today, right? Now, you are asking him back, what about you? I'm happy today. It's a statement, a declarative statement. At the same time, when you ask him back, what about you? How are you today? It becomes a question, right? So your speech takes its shape like a question. First, it was in the form of a declarative sentence. Secondly, it takes the shape of a question. Thirdly, my dear friend, when you open your mouth to speak something to your friend, to whoever you talk to, your speech may take its shape as a command or a request. Say, for example, you declared that you are happy. I am happy. What about you? How are you? It's a question. Please tell me. It's a request, right? Number one, I'm happy today. Normal shape. Number two, what about you? Are you also happy today? The speech takes its shape in the form of a question. And number three, please tell me. It's a request, right? And number four, your speech may get its shape in an exclamatory format. Say, for example, wow, great. Good to know that you are also happy. You got it? So you are now wondering, surprising to know that your friend is also happy. I hope you are understanding me. I'm just giving you an example. In one single example, I'm connecting all the four types of speeches. Let's start once again. I'm truly happy today. I'm excited. Normal way of speaking to someone. And if you ask him a question, I'm truly happy today. What about you? Are you also happy today? It's a question. Come on, please tell me. It's a request. Wow, good to know you are also happy. It's a surprise. It's a sort of an exclamation, right? So, my dear friends, that's how our speech gets its shape in four different ways. Remember this always. Generally, wherever you go, whoever you speak to, or to whomever you listen to, generally speaking, the speech of someone will be in these four types, will be in these four shapes. Nothing more than that. That's why we categorize our speech into these four types: declarative speech, interrogative speech, imperative speech, and exclamatory speech. The first one is declarative or assertive. The second one is interrogative, whenever you ask questions. And the third one is imperative, whenever you command or request. And the fourth one is exclamatory, whenever you exclaim at something. I hope you are following me. Very good. Now we are going to see some examples for all these four types of speech. Join me. Examples for number one. Examples for number one, that is declaration or declarative sentences, declarative speech. Look at those three examples. I will be traveling to my hometown tomorrow. It's a declaration. It's a normal way of speaking. It's an assertion. You are telling someone that you are going to go to your hometown tomorrow. It's not a question. It's not an exclamation. It is not a command. It is just an ordinary statement. So the shape of your speech when you told him that you are going to go to your hometown tomorrow is declarative. The shape of your speech is declarative. Got it? Very good. Look at the second example. He may not be attending the meeting. He may not be attending the meeting. Once again, you are just telling someone that he may not be attending the meeting in a normal way. It's also an example of declarative speech. Look at the third example. My sister is a journalist. Just a declaration. You are just telling someone, whoever is listening to, that your sister is a journalist. That's it. It's not a question once again. It's not an exclamation, and it's not a command. So, normal way of speaking. In all these three examples, your speech takes its shape of declaration, declarative speech, right? Now let's move on to the next type of our speech, next shape of our speech. The next shape of our speech is question or interrogation, interrogative speech, interrogative shape. Look at those examples. My dear viewers, when we talk about questions, we have two types of questions generally. Type 1 is yes or no type questions. Why do we call it yes or no type questions? We call it so because whenever you ask such questions, your answer is going to be either yes or no. Look at those examples. Are you a student? It's a question. If I ask you this question, are you a student? What are you going to reply? You will say, yes, I'm a student, or you will say, no, I'm not a student, right? So your answer is going to be either yes or no. That's why we call such questions as yes or no type questions. Look at the second question. Can you do that? Can you do that? Yes, of course, I can do that. Or no, I cannot do that. So your answer falls in yes or no type. I hope you're following me. Very good. Follow me carefully till the end. Look at the third question. Is he your brother? If you ask someone, is he your brother? It's a question. What is he going to reply to you? Yes, he is my brother. Right? Or no, he is not my brother. So all these types of questions are called yes or no type questions. So when you open your mouth to speak to someone in the form of a yes or no type question, your speech gets its shape as a question, and that too as an yes or no type question. There's another type of question that's called WH question. Look at those words in parentheses. What, where, when, who, whom, whose, why, how. All these words are called WH question words. Look at all those words. You have the letters W and H common in all these words. Only in the last word, how, you don't have W first, but it has got H. So my dear viewers, all these words are called WH question words. Do you understand? So if you ask a question using these words, and that question is called a WH question. You got it? Very good. Look at those examples now. What is your name? It's a WH question. So whenever you open your mouth to speak in the form of a question using WH question word, your questions will be in these ways. So your speech gets the shape of a WH question. Previously, your speech took its shape in the form of yes or no type question. Now here, your speech gets its shape in the form of a WH question. Look at the second example. Where are you going? Once again, the question starts with where. WH question. Similarly, the other two examples also. When will you come back? How can you do that? All these are all examples for WH questions. My dear friends, the point here is not about yes or no type question or WH question. No. We are talking about the shape of our speech. Whenever we open our mouth to speak out something, our speech may get its shape in a declarative format. Now, according to this example, our speech may get its shape in a question shape. Got it? Now look at the third one. Command or request. I have given you 5 examples on the screen. Arrest him. It's a command. My dear friends, whenever you command someone to do something, your speech starts with the main verb. Arrest him. Arrest is a main verb. Look at the example 3. Stop smoking. Stop is a main verb. Stop smoking. Don't do that again. Be careful. So usually sentences of this type, commanding, ordering, will be started with the main verb in the beginning. Just for your information. Look at the second example. Please get me a glass of water. This is an example for request. Once again, just because you are requesting, you use the word please. Otherwise, get me a glass of water starts with the main verb. Get is a main verb, right? So usually, sentences of this type starts with a main verb in the beginning when you speak. So my dear friends, our speech, when we open our mouth to speak to someone, our speech can also get its shape in the form of a command or request. Look at the fourth one. Exclamation, wondering, surprise. Your speech can take its shape in the form of exclamation. It can be exclamatory speech. Do you understand? Good. Exclamatory shape or exclamatory speech. Look at these examples. Number 1. Wow, what a glamorous girl she is. Wow, what a glamorous girl she is. It's an exclamation. You're wondering at the glamour of the girl. She is so glamorous. My dear friends, it's all depending on the way you use your tone when you speak. Wow, it's a sort of exclamation. So your speech gets its shape as an exclamatory sentence, right? Instead of using wow, you can also speak in a normal way, in other way. She is so beautiful. When you say that, your speech, the sound that you produce together with your expression, facial expression, it can easily make your listener to understand that you are exclaiming at the beauty of that girl. Oh, what a glamorous girl she is. Here, your body language also goes together. Look at the second sentence. What a wonderful actor he is. You are wondering the way he acts. So you speak out, what a wonderful actor he is. So your speech that you produced using your mouth with the help of words takes its shape as a wonder, as a surprise. Got it? Very good. Look at the next example. It's truly beautiful. It's truly beautiful. The way you speak gets its shape as an exclamation. That's what I say, my dear friend. The sound that you produce, the tone that you bring out, together with your facial expression, will make your listener understand you very well when you speak to him. Remember this always. Speaking is an art. You can make anyone to listen to you by the way you speak to them. It all depends on you. Try speaking well, attractively. I wish you all the best. Look at the example 4. How talented he is, bravo. How talented he is, bravo. So you are wondering, exclaiming at his talents. He is so talented. That's the way you speak. That's the shape your speech gets. Do you understand? The shape of your speech is an exclamation. How talented he is. What a talented guy he is. He is truly talented. He is highly talented. Good. Look at the next example. What a beautiful picture it is. You are wondering at the beauty of the picture that is drawn, right? What a beautiful picture it is. My dear friends, viewers and subscribers, this is how the speech that we produce through our mouth using words will get its shape in any one of these 4 ways. Shape number 1, normal or declarative. Shape number 2, question or interrogative. Shape number 3, command or request or imperative. Shape number 3 is exclamatory shape, surprise, wonder. In these 4 different shapes only, our speech is formed. Whenever we open our mouth to speak to someone, our speech gets its shape in all these 4 ways, depending on our speech. Your speech is not always going to be exclamatory, interrogative, imperative, declarative, but it depends on you. But when you speak, your speech is going to be in any one of these ways. You can also join them together and speak. Say, for example, I think she is a good girl. Is she the one who stole your property? See, I produced a normal sentence and then I asked a question. So we can join these shapes together when we speak to someone. We don't need to stick only with one shape of our speech when we talk to someone. You can mix them together. This morning, I met a girl. Wow, what a beautiful girl she was. I couldn't take my eyes out of her. Can you get me that girl? Please get me her. I think I have used all the 4 shapes in my speech here. This morning I met a girl, normal way of speaking, right? Wow, what a beautiful girl she was. An exclamation. Can you please get me her? It's a question, yes or no type question, right? Please get her. It's a request. So in all these 4 shapes, I just communicated to you. That's how you can mix all the speeches together and you can communicate to make your speech effective. Got it? My dear friends, viewers, if you have any clarification, please feel free to write in the comment box. My worry is I am not receiving enough comments. I am willing to clarify, but I am not receiving enough comments. Please comment. Feel free. Thank you so much for watching this video. I believe this lesson would have been really helpful to know in what are the ways your speech gets its shape when you speak to someone. Thank you so much once again for watching this video till the end. My dear viewers, if you are a new viewer, don't forget, subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon. Choose the option all, and that's how you will encourage me to come up with more and more lessons that you may require. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much for all those who have subscribed to this channel already. I value your time and your subscription. Thank you, my dears. See you once again in another video. Till then, I wish you all a very good day. Bye-bye.